Oh, here we go. Here, that something has offended you, isn't it? In that you have got your hands on my rinky dink.
I can't. Well, it hurts a little, but I just can't help it. I've got to learn how you hit it.
Okay.
Why you hit it like you do.
Yeah.
What's good about it. Even if there's only a few things that aren't good about it, what are they?
Okay.
And let's see if we can't match the good things and take away the bad.
He wants to learn about my rinky dinks. Be a fun test then. This will make me look silly. I might not be able to do this, right? You call the number. Let's go 170 to 200 on normalise.
Alright.
Is that good?
Sure.
Because that's what this club is about for me. This club is about accuracy with one miss that I do have a little bit, which we'll talk about, but it's often for me about finding a distance. It's like an iron, I play it like a wedge. So I'll hit it like a driver, I'll try and max out its distance.
This is your full distance type shot.
Where I will feel like have got a slightly different angle of descent. I'm still going down at it, but I feel much more sweepy, launchy, low spin, max ball. Try and almost draw it a bit, and then I will hit almost chip shots with it. So it's got to be between 170 yards and 200.
Okay, then we'll go at your max. Like you're at 200. You're trying to advance.
Okay, so this is me trying to hit this to 200. So I've caught that out the bottom, so I reckon that's a 180, 185 carry maybe. So striker's let me down. So it's going to roll out if it's...
Normalize 194, actual 189.
Yeah. So basically that's going to 200, but that's not the flight I would want through strike.
Right.
But happy, so I'll go again for that distance. It's again slightly thin, but better launch.
192 carry.
Yeah. So that's going to roll out to 195, 200. If we go, you want to choose another number?
Well, like let's say a 175. That's a green stopper, one that you're trying to land it.
So I'm playing it like a 6 or 5 iron now.
Yeah.
As in, that's the club it's replacing. I've chosen not to hit one of those, and I feel like I want to hit this. Look at the height of that. It's so good. Go on, what's the number on that? Was it hard enough? Go on.
It was not hard enough, technically.
How far? Go on.
173.3.
173. Did you see what I mean? Very different shot. It had different shape to the first one.
Yep.
So I'm completely playing this. How I'd play a lob wedge. I'm going to lob this one up, or I'm going to kind of hook this one in, or I'm going to play just a standard one. I see it as a wedge.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's good. So if there's something you got to work on, what is it?
So with this club, the only thing that's in my head, if I haven't got a pattern of shots prior, so I haven't played for 3 weeks or a month and I'm picking it up, I don't know where to aim the first few because I can overdraw it, which I'm putting it down probably to the lie angle more than anything else because they are more upright, aren't they, hybrids, as a general rule. So I can aim at the flag feeling, right, I've been hitting it pretty straight today, I'm going to hit my straight one. It's always more on a 90% to fuller shot that I won't hit the 175 one. I'm cutting it, I'm not going to get that, but if I'm going to try and hit it like a pretty good distance, I can get that one. There it is. So a high pull, I can turn it a bit more, or I can get that.
All right, makes sense. So now as we compare, we're going to stay in the same genre for length, for shaft type, really try to normalize those sort of things, and find out if we can make some subtle changes to the head to keep all your great shots, and then maybe take the miss away. That's our goal.
Show me. So in my hands we've got H1, nothing going on with this.
Correct. Start neutral.
And it's A1 setting. Should we go for the max shot again?
Yeah, let's use the same protocol.
Because in effect the max shot is the one that I'm worried that the funk shot is all me. Does that make sense?
Bruno Mars on it?
Yeah. But the full shot is relying on me making sure I'm overriding that lie a little, I'm doing stuff. So 200 yard shot. very similar. That's slightly low and heely strike, but it's at target.
So 187 normalized.
Again,
Landed a little steeper.
Yeah.
46 degrees. So
Yeah.
you mentioned the strike might be.
Yeah, it was low and heely and that climbed up, did it not? I thought. There we go, that's the distance.
191.
Yeah, so that's back into that. And you could see it wants to verge on a slight left. I'm going to hit one more. So I've aimed that to the right and now it's not, so that's the same, see what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I wanted to turn that back and I didn't quite get it.
188.
Yeah,
And a half.
because it just floated out there,
So,
didn't it?
and that's, if I had one thing to look at, if you told me that this was always trying to stop on greens front pins, I'd say this is great trajectory, maybe a little high.
Yeah.
I'm going to tweak it. I'm going to try one way to tweak it a little lower here. H2.
Oh, really?
Little bit stronger trajectory, lower spin, lower launch, and I want to in a different look as well.
Yeah, see, I'm not a fan of this look is the problem.
So what about it?
I like the big onset of that, the roundness. I like that it's similar to what I like.
Okay, then I'll change the loft of
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
I'll do it that way.
Even though the other one might give me better numbers, I just can't look at it.
Yeah,
as
that's
much.
important. That's part of it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely. So same club, same head, now in D1, which is giving it what loft?
1 degree lower loft.
So we're now down to a 22. Again, going for that 200 yard number. Flailing that a bit. Not getting the turnover with this as much, am I?
Yep, 188.
It's interesting, I am fading that more, aren't I?
You are.
The lie isn't changed on this?
No.
I can't tell you if that's how much of that is the club difference to me. Shorter, isn't it?
Yeah, or the same. Really.
Yeah, but I was able to get that one in the 190s when I
On the
step.
straight, yeah,
I'm just
right.
going to step on it a bit more then. Yeah, it's higher and more flailing.
It is. So one of the things I'm going to check, I want to try a little bit different shaft. Maybe soften it up just a little bit.
Okay.
And see if there's a difference there.
Yeah. So we're back in A1, we're back at 23 loft that means, but we've got a slightly lighter and softer shaft, so let's see if that reacts or how I react to that, if at all. What I'm not doing with this, so that, again that's just a floaty up one, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a little shorter because 184.
Yeah, it will be, and it's because it's too high.
Yeah.
And it's because I'm not getting, let's see, if I'm not getting anything up here. Getting everything
Hit
down there.
locations, right.
See, that's going, but it's the pull, which I'd expect.
Yeah,
But that's the better flight.
197.
Yeah, so there it is, that's the shot.
Yeah.
So I can hang on, let me,
And also, look, as you hit, is the shaft change?
it's irrelevant to me.
Okay. They're not worlds apart.
Yeah, I can pull on the most extreme shafts, and honestly, my delivery is the same. I've measured on.
So even if your delivery is the same, just what feels better? It might just be...
I literally don't care. Hence, you can see why I've got an X in one and God knows what in the other, because
Yeah, you're not sensitive.
I don't care about it.
Yeah.
All I've done differently on these last two, and I think this is an interesting bit for everyone watching, that's a pretty average hit going, not bad. So this is now falling back in line. I'd be, what's the distance on that on average hit? 180 something?
190.
Yeah, so that's good for that hit. Do you know what the biggest difference is? It's so interesting.
What's that?
So when I was playing my rinky-dink one, in my head I was putting myself in situation. So I was thinking, because I've played that 200 yards, I was thinking, right, that green's 200 yards, I've got to feel like I get this slight knuckleball left shot. And when I started hitting this, I was just hitting it, I wasn't really thinking. I was letting you be in control more. Does that make sense? So he's given me a club, he knows what he's doing, I'm just going to hit it. Well, actually, if I just hit this, like my rinky-dink does, it goes 185.
I want you to play golf.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Here's an interesting one. Hit the 175 green stopper.
with this,
Right.
yeah. But that's easy, that one. That's not far off. That's me, you see.
You've hit upon something though, is that when you do your testing, or when we're testing right now,
Yeah.
we want to visualize a golf shot, some golf course that you know, and try to do that. Try to hit it at the hole or at a target.
So I'm going to go back to the 200 shot. There it is. That's 189, 190 or something.
191.
Yeah, so we're back in the... That's not far off, slightly more toey, but that's me trying to get the max out of this.
Right. All right, 192.
Yeah.
You know what might be an interesting one? I don't know if we would change the SureFit setting, right, just based on the ball flight I see.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, I am. Well, I want to try and hit the drawery, knucklebally 200 yards with the security of it out there. Because this shot, I am always worried. And I've towed that, which is why it started that way and then come back. If I get that out the middle, that can start straight and draw.
So here's the interesting thing, is we get into more players and how they play golf instead of the physics. If we put the weight in the toe, in the fade setting, does that allow you to swing more freely because you don't fear the left?
Yeah.
Which is, the physics of it may not change much, but it may change your motion, and that changes where the ball goes.
Let's try it. 23, we've now got the weight in the toe. I'm going to try and hit my turnover draw ball, and I've also... Oh, I've Jordan's beef from Schafler. He said it was extra money, but I said just put it in. Right, I'm going to try and hit my 200 yards then. Well, that's interesting, because I was feeling like that might go a bit left, but that is at it. Like 2 yards right of it. Not sure it's making a distance because the strike was okay-ish.
Yeah, maybe a little behind it, but it's good. 193 and a half.
Yeah.
Carry.
So that's my 200 yards. I need that.
Landing at 45 degrees, it'll stop as you need it on the green.
So the big question, when I'm hitting a 200 yard shot, I want to aim it at the flag to slightly right, and I want it to turn back, because if I'm going that way, I know I'm only going 187.
Right.
Does that make sense?
It does.
But if I'm worried that it's going to overturn...
Yeah. So what, you want to hit your 200er again?
Yeah.
Just to make sure, make sure you get the shape you're looking for.
I mean, that just does not feel like it's going to go left. That was slightly heely, which is why it's not turned.
Yeah. Pretty straight overall.
Yeah.
188.
Yeah, because of strike.
A little bit. Yep.
There you go. And that isn't going left, and I've really tried to work that.
So, in the spirit of let's hit different shots, not just ring the bell at the county fair to try to get.
Yeah. What was that last one, quickly?
194 carry.
Yeah. So perfect. So we're now going to go
175 green stop.
Yeah. I reckon I've hit that too hard, but I've done pretty good for direction. It's like just feeding from the last 10 foot, 20 foot left.
178.
Yeah, so I felt like I didn't float it enough. But 178 to what we going for, 170.
That was the.
So that's catching the back of the green still, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it was landing.
On the back pin. I mean, we said 175. Was
yeah, so that's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Moving the ball back.
I don't feel like, between you and me, I don't feel like this shot is to do with you. Does that make sense?
Yeah. But
like you said earlier, it's more to do with you not disrupting this shot and improving the other one, isn't it?
Do no harm.
Yeah.
174 and a half.
Yeah.
So you're right, it had nothing to do with me.
So then the question, right, I mean, this is now playing in my brain. This is interesting. You are going to be the most hated man on YouTube if Rinky Dinks ever has to come out. You do understand that. I hope you're not.
Understand?
I hope you're not publicly on any social media.
Do I understand it? Do I relish it?
Yeah, absolutely. I was the man who chased Rinky. Because I am quite liking, I'm going back to the 200 yard shot. I mean, I'm all over that, and that's not going left at all. Look at that. I can't hit that harder than that. But I tried to kill that.
I can say I've never rooted for a shot not to go left more in my life. 191.4.
Yeah, interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I mean, there's nothing there for me yet that feels like Rinky is precious to me. So you are competing against, you know.
It has a past.
Yeah,
a good
it has
past
history.
for you. Yes, it does.
But again, there it shows, I think, what fitting can do for your mental state as well as your physical, in trying to give you some more options. Not saying they're the best options, it's like saying, here are some options, go and play with them, and then come back and tell me which option is best for you.
Yeah. Well, and it goes through the right process. We wanted to accentuate the good shots or keep the good shots, and maybe we can reduce the bad ones a little bit. So I think it started with that conversation. What do you like about this club? What don't you like about it? What shot do you need under pressure? And then us building something that answers that. Yeah. So, and I do think because you use it with such versatility, it deserves a chance on the golf course. Let's hit a few. Let's see if on the golf course I can hit the shots I need to. But I'm pleased that we've got the shot that you're trying to max distance, 200 yards or so. We've got a gentle fall left or straight ball flight. So if we can take the left out and keep all the other shots, then maybe we have a chance.
Absolutely, good stuff. That was interesting. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.